Oh, hey folks, how you doing? Paul with you. I guess we can cover the news. I will not lament about my family situation. There's really nothing left to do about it. So, it's pretty much over with that. I can't really do anything else. I can't help them. I can't speak to them. I'm going to make one more payment for them on their scooter because it was that will pay it off. And then they're going to have to go out and they're going to have to give it the old Filipino try at making it themselves because I am out of money. I'm in what they call an out of money experience. Now, let's go ahead and let's cover the news. Shall we? Let's get into the news and find out what's going on. Let's check out gold and silver and Bitcoin, and then we can be caught up, okay? Because this is Sunday, it's almost midday, and I am ready. Okay, oil prices. Let's see what the oil price is. It is, it's down to $77.08, so pretty close to $77. And gold and silver closed on Friday, which was 2 days ago, but there was a little bit of movement, not too much. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what gold and silver are doing. According to SD Bullion here, it is still coming up. Give me a minute. It's still not coming up. Okay, gold wound up being up $102.27. Gold's starting to find its mojo again, and if gold finds its mojo, it won't take terribly long for silver to start climbing back up to those levels that we saw. That's my guess. I think, what was it? Gold was that, what was that, around 4,600? Is that what it was? About 46? Am I getting that right? I'll check. But right now, it's at 4,353. And that's really above $4,000 area. And silver is now $64.31. So I can only imagine that if gold goes up another $40 tomorrow, I think we're going to start seeing silver approaching $70 very shortly. So that'll be that, okay? And let's check out Bitcoin. And then we will move along Bitcoin. It's up $250, 0.5%, 65,100. So I guess it's up a little bit. All right, now let's go ahead and get into the news, and you'll be caught up to date. And then immediately following this, we are going to close the book on Paul's Great Big Jerk-Off, because I got the last two that we're going to do, and then I'm going to give you my final recommendations for the top maybe four, okay? 3 or 4. Top 3 or 4. All right, or maybe the top 5. We'll see. All right. Let's see what Drudge is going to barf up to us today. All right, well, barf being the key word there. Okay, there we go. All right, so one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Iran says Strait won't open until USA, quote unquote, corrects its behavior. I couldn't agree more. The United States need to declare victory. Call them camel heads or camel jocks or whatever it is. Declare victory and get out of there, Trump. Now look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't have enough information. But based on what I can glean here as an average John Q. public on YouTube and so forth, seems to me like we should be getting out. All right? Tehran is dictating the conditions. United Arab Emirates ships targeted by airstrikes. You know, Dubai almost closed. I mean, people were leaving. They were selling their properties and stuff like that. I mean, Dubai is big time. You know, you got to have real money to live there. Um, okay, UAE ships targeted by airstrike, obviously by Iran or the Houthis, undercuts Trump, same difference. It's a Freudian slip, okay? Undercuts Trump's plan to declare victory. And, I'm not a genius. A lot of people are saying this. It's not like I'm the only one saying it. Drones spotted in Bulgaria and Germany raises concerns about Russian escalation. Assad spy chief found hiding in Moscow. U.S. top general privately seeks off-ramp from Middle East conflict. Good, that sounds like a good idea. Inside Pete Hegseth's church. Cuba regime overthrow would turn out like Iran, Trump warned. Let's have a look at that, because it's too bad, because, Cuban people aren't bad people at all. And they deserve better. In my opinion, they deserve better. It didn't take me as usual. Let's see what it says here. Let's see here. Telegraph. It's coming from the Telegraph of the UK. Cuba regime overthrow would likely turn out like Iran, Trump warned, as the increased U.S. pressure on its communist neighbor. Its intelligence agencies say it's not clear who would replace Fidel Castro. I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say that if there were 3 U.S. aircraft carriers and support boats, I think I would take the U.S. Warships over the entire country of the fighting element of Cuba. All right, that's just my guess. The Cubans who would take power if American forces captured Raul Castro, that's the older brother of Fidel. And he is moving on these days. Looks very sickly. The CIA has secretly established a Cuba task force. We won't read this anymore. The United States has to go in and just take Cuba. They have to announce them as a protectorate, and that's that. Cubans would leave Miami in droves if they knew they had a functioning, beautiful Cuba to go back to. They would go in droves. You'd have a real serious economy problem here in South Florida. It'd go back to like the early 80s when there was nothing here. And they should go back, because they love their country, and the Cuban people love Cuba. It's just that it's been an anomaly of some maniac, and I've tried to listen to Fidel Castro in my adult years, especially in my middle age, and I just can't make any sense out of the man. I never could make any sense out of him. The only thing that makes sense is that he's crazy, and that he is he's just infatuated. He was infatuated with himself. What can I tell you? Look at his behavior. These interviews with these little Spanish newspaper or media girls that would come see him, and all this other kind of stuff. So just go take it. The cruise ships will come in. You'll have lots of good paying jobs. You might see Americans going to Cuba if it gets, and they'll just wind up using the American dollar. What can I tell you? All right, let's continue on. I know a lot of people don't like that, but it's better than what they got there now. And Cuba's got Russia has their hands full. I don't think they're going to be able to do much. Netanyahu rejects Don's peace plan for Gaza. USA accused of meddling in British politics with $500,000 grant. It's hardly any money, really. Biden in, quote, debilitating pain. Debilitating pain as prostate cancer has spread. He won't be along for too much longer, I have a feeling. Okay, AOC films egg freezing journey. I don't know. That's AOC. I don't know what she's... Let's take a look at that. I know I never get a straight answer here. Okay, there she is. She is trying to take over New York politics, and she is doing a damn good job of it, because all the people that are so eager to spend other people's money, but unfortunately, you run out of other people's money with socialism and communism. You run out of money with free markets too. AOC revealed that she secretly froze her eggs and wanted to, quote, share with you all a decision that is very personal that I've made that has taken me time to consider, weigh, and save up for, she said in the video. Okay. Her egg freezing, it'll empower her. Revealed that she recently decided to freeze her eggs and wanted to share all that with you. That is a very personal thing. It's something about overturning Roe versus Wade and the temporary ban of abortion pills. A lot of you think that I'm a hardcore rightist. I perhaps am in some ways. But abortion is a real problem. It's one of the most complex problems you could ever try to make sense of. I'm not sure that we have the right to tell women that if they get pregnant one night for whatever the reason, including and not excluding rape or unwanted sexual behavior forced upon her, I'm not sure that we are entitled to deny her a substance that will end the pregnancy. I'm just not sure, folks. I tend to doubt it. I don't think we have that right. I think the women should have that right. And what that does is it allows men to turn over the responsibility to women. And the women decide your country's moral future. That's the truth. Because there are so many events of unwanted pregnancy, and many of them involving acts of violence, sexual obviously, but all sorts of violence. And I'm just not sure. I'm not a woman, but I'm just not sure we have the right to tell the woman what she can or if she's going to be forced to carry an unwanted pregnancy that was derived from who knows. I'm just not sure of it, folks. I know a lot of you Republicans are... My son, while he used to talk to me, now he's left. Now, he flew the coop. There's no more. No more son. My son dislikes me tremendously. Just watched him graduate. My son wouldn't even put on the clothes that I bought him. He would have looked so handsome, it was unbelievable. That's about as low as you can go as a son when your father buys you some beautiful clothes and you wouldn't even try it on and take a picture for him or show him. That's about as low as it goes. I no longer have a son. My son is gone. He's found nirvana in video games or whatever it is that he's doing, and he's going to have to carry on with his life. His mother, much the same, because I was left out of the graduation. I got a couple pictures. That's it. And it wasn't even very much. So I won't get into that. To my Republican friends, it's okay. It's just that, like, you can have, you can refuse the women abortions, but you better have deep pockets, because if the woman tells you, like all will, that their lives are in danger, and you say, oh, don't worry about it. We know your tricks. And they wind up dying, you better be ready to pay. You understand? You better be, not just you, but your whole state or your whole city. That's the problem with abortion. So it's as big a problem, morally, or it's as big a problem financially as it is philosophically, for lack of a better term. All right. Let's see. Was his home Connecticut or Florida? The difference is $13 million tax bill. Can Netflix save summer slump with stunt on Sunset Boulevard? Evidently, they're not doing well. I had it for like a month. I tried it for like a month. It's not much to do about nothing. You like watching the Munsters for the next time, or that 70s show, or Star Trek? Perfect. But it ain't happening for the most part. The young ones just aren't going with it. World's vegetables vanishing, quietly wrecking our diets. Oh, by the way, I dumpster dived and I got some beautiful chicken nuggets here, which we are going to be using for the wrapping up Paul's Great Big Jerk Off and the 5 recommendations for barbecue sauce. Let's see what else. Oh, and I was able to get some corn on the cob, fresh corn on the cob. I got about 15 pieces, but raw corn on the cob, but I got to cook it in the microwave. Came out pretty good yesterday, and that's about all I could find. I was able to get those chicken nuggets. I hope they're still good, because that's what we're going to use for Paul's Great Big Jerk Off in about another half hour. Okay, we're on the next line here. Let's take a look. Okay, they're calling this the Whig Party. Don is doing something there. He's getting a weave or something. He's just too full of hair to be 83 years old or whatever he is. Greenland issues strong warning as Trump-linked oil firm prepares to drill. I don't know, you can mess that place up good if you get oil problems. Don Crypto took $100 million off businessmen. Okay, suspected gangster causing headaches for Kushner's Albania deal. Who cares? Okay. Nepotism, which is when you give a job to your family. Claims over campaign transportation secretary's son-in-law. Is that silly goose? Let's take a look. Is that silly goose? Let's see. Okay, I got to deal with I have to deal with this ad here, so give me a second. Okay, nepotism claims hover over campaign of transportation secretary's son-in-law. President Trump's endorsement of a 26-year-old Michael Alfonso hasn't pushed others from a GOP primary in Wisconsin. I thought it was a kick your booty, or whatever his name is, Pete. Kick your booty or smell your booty or whatever his name was. Okay, I can't find this. Okay, it's not what I thought. So, booty gig, whatever it is. Okay, let's continue on and finish this out. We're already well in here. I'm not interested in the cloaked UFOs. Tacky, rude, and beloved. Is south of the border worth saving? I don't know. It's an absolute magnet of the past. I remember going there in 1972. It's right on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina, and it looks exactly like that. And it's filled with those old-fashioned things of the of a donkey and an elephant, and there's really nothing there. There's an observatory, and it's just a relic of the 70s. And you drive by and you see some of these elephants, and they're not live, they're just little things here. And I mean, it's outdated by 45 years. They've just never really done anything with it, as far as I know. It emerges from the horizon like a cartoonish fiesta as you cross the state line dividing the Carolinas. Indeed. But it has a certain nostalgic value to me. Last time I was there was in 1981 when we moved here to Florida with my ex-wife. And we stopped and, we walked around and, that's it. I don't even know if they have a hotel there anymore. Maybe they do. I don't know. There's just nothing there. It's just really strange. Yeah, right there, Pedro's truck stop. I'll show you some of the things, and they haven't really done any real thing with it. Okay, there's the extent of the digitality. There's the thing you go up on that observatory. And this is probably just like a thing. There's just really nothing there. It's a relic, but a nostalgic one, and really amazing, in my opinion. Okay? It's just, let me see if I can get anything else here to show you, but I can't. Here, Pedro's truck stop. Okay? It's just really nothing to do about nothing. All right, let's continue on. Folks, let's just call it there. It's 21 minutes. There'll be nothing else except, survey says men have bigger genitals in the South rather than the North. The usual. You know what I mean? Take care. Subscribe. Be nobody. Give me a like, because the more likes I get, the more they put the video out. I didn't really know that, but let's get it out there and let's have some new people. By the way, number 18, if you want me to subscribe to you, just drop me a note and on my latest video, and I will subscribe back. Take care, and I thank you for subscribing. Bye-bye.